Okay, so good morning, YouTube. It's Carla, or Changing 56, and I am leaving cardiac rehab, so I thought I would take this time to do a video while I'm on my way home to shower and then go to work. Let's see, where am I? Actually, today, weight-wise, I was 121, which, I'm back up another pound, but this seems to be where my new spot is after I did the pound of cure. I really have not changed anything, and I know I sound like a broken record. Because I'm very OCD, I wrote that in the pound of cure thing this morning. I'm very OCD about what I eat. I track everything. As far as calories go, I have not changed the amount of calories I've done in over a year. I'm right at 1,400. A few days I may go push it to like 1,450 or almost 1,500, but that's very rare. Most days I'm right at 1,400 or a few under. So it's just what I changed when I was eating pound of cure, and now I'm pretty much back to where I was. I did try a few Quest bars. I'm not buying any more. They're all gone. I did dump with them. It's not worth it. So I pretty much know that's where my no-no place is. This will be a busy day, so in a few minutes you're going to hear me. I'm going to pull through the drive-thru and I'm going to get a breakfast. I normally do my yogurt, but on busy days like today, I like to start with eggs, and there's really no time for me to do anything until I get to work. So there's it's a southern, actually an Alabama thing. It's called Jack's, and they have breakfast. It's a special breakfast. It comes with, of course, it comes with eggs, bacon, grits, biscuit, and gravy. Well, I eat the eggs and the bacon and sometimes a few of the grits. The girls, my dogs, the girls get the biscuit and gravy, and they really like it when I do that. So I'm going to order that and eat before I go to work. Busy day, like I said. I have work today, and then the women's group that I belong to at church is having a tailgate party or meeting or whatever, and I am a hostess this month. So I've got to prepare all those things, plus I'm in charge of all the Alabama decorations. Imagine that, me, the Roll Tide girl. So I've got to get that done this afternoon, and also at the meeting tonight we're having a silent auction, and you can do anything but one of the suggested things if if you cooked and people liked what you do, that you offer to cook a meal and let them bid on that. So I have a cute little bag, and I'm about to order. I have a cute little bag with really pretty paper products I got at Hobby Lobby, and then I'm going to put a card in there that says, call me when you're ready. I'll do either poppy seed chicken or chicken divan, a salad, and some kind of dessert, and I think I'm going to do a cheese bread to go with it. Hold on just a minute. Yes, I'd like the special breakfast and a large unsweet tea.
Okay, that's a breakfast special and a large unsweet tea?
Yes.
Would you like anything else today?
That's all.
576 on 600, thank you.
Okay, that's done. So I'm getting ready for Women's Fellowship tonight, and I'm making. There's like 4 of us that are hostesses, and we're going to decorate. Of course, this is Alabama, and it is tailgate, and most people, if you grow up in Alabama, when you're born, you either go with who you're born with, or you have to make a decision if you move here, Auburn or Alabama. I've been Alabama since I came out of the womb. So anyway, so there will be Alabama decorations, Auburn decorations. I'm doing the Alabama decorations, and I'm making white trash sliders. It's actually it's hamburger meat, sausage, Velveeta, some spices, and then you know, you cook all that. Actually, I'm going to do it in the crock pot. I'm going to start it at work this morning, and then you put it on buns of some sort. I'm also doing apples and a toffee dip. It's cream cheese and Heath bar pieces. Well, Heath pieces, not the chocolate, just the brickle part, the toffee part. And then it's got sugar and brown sugar. You know, I won't be eating that. I might can eat a few apples. And the same thing with the sliders. I might eat a little bit of the meat with no bun. The other thing I'm doing, they're called firecrackers, and you can do it a lot of different ways. I chose to do Cheez-Its and miniature saltines because those were the only miniatures I could find. Hold on, it's time to get my food.
Breakfast special with a large oat sweet?
Yes.
$5.76.
Thank you.
You have a wonderful day.
Okay, the firecrackers are, I'm doing Cheez-Its and miniature saltines. You use canola oil and ranch dressing, the dry mix, and some other spices, and you just, you know, there are actually a couple of ways to do them. You can actually bake them, but the other way is just to put them all in a container and keep turning them till they absorb all the stuff. So that's probably what I'm doing. We're having, I don't remember what everybody else is bringing. I think wings and brownies, and somebody's doing a banana pudding dip and some kind of avocado something, and somebody's doing buffalo chicken dip, and I don't remember what else. Basically, when I go to a women's fellowship and we always have a meal of some kind or some kind of refreshments, there's really very little I can eat because everybody just, you know, does stuff. But usually I can find something. You know, out of what I'm taking, I can have a spoonful of meat, I can have a couple of apples, and I'll be happy. So, let's go to work. Work has changed just a little bit again. I'm not sure where I was last week, although I think I told you I was working pretty much full time. It's changed a little bit more. I took both of them to a neuropsychologist on Tuesday, and both her daughter came and his daughter came, and they did all kinds of testing. We were there all morning. We were there like 5 hours, and it confirmed what I already knew. I mean, you know, I taught special education for a really long time, and I've done all kinds of testing myself. You know, and I'm not a medical expert, but I pretty much knew. She already had a diagnosis of Alzheimer's. The doctor said he has Alzheimer's too, moderate, and he's really worse than she is. You know, his daughter was shocked, and she hasn't seen it, but since he had the pacemaker put in, he's gotten really bad. He can't remember anything, and they do all kinds of testing with him, make him do all kinds of things, and he couldn't really do any of the things they asked him to do. And she said, you know, there are things that you know, aggravate it or make it, you know, accelerate, and she said, she said probably he had been, you know, slowly or gradually for, you know, 2 to 3, 5, even 5 years started with some of this, but once he had anesthesia and was put to sleep for his pacemaker, it ramped it up and it kicked it into overdrive. And she said normally that's, you know, what will, you know, accelerate it. One, you know, a major move, like if you move them to a new place to live, that would accelerate it. Or an illness of some kind, if they fall, break a hip, you know, some kind of major illness where they're in the hospital or have to be put to sleep. So, I have changed once again because there are lots of things he already couldn't drive. He was sure that's the one thing he remembers is the truck. He was sure they were going to tell him he could drive. Of course, she said no driving. Never, ever. But, and her suggestion was the truck has been gone. And we had a major incident with that last weekend. Not this one, but the one before Labor Day. She said what she suggested is we bring the truck back, take something off of it so it won't work. I didn't know how that would work, but so far it's okay. The truck is back, and they took something off of it, like some fuses or something that will have to be ordered. Even if he called somebody, they couldn't just, come and fix it immediately. And I'm going to be there during the day, so basically that's not going to happen. She also suggested that they not handle any money simply because, or checks or anything, because of the possibility of somebody taking advantage of them. Somebody could come to the door asking for a donation and they would write a big check and they wouldn't remember that they did it or how much it was for, or, plus the people that prey on older people, they call all the time wanting you to buy something or give to something, So they suggested that, they have a small amount of cash that you don't mind missing, and no checks, no anything else. We're gradually moving into some of this stuff because you couldn't take everything away from them all at once. It's really, it breaks my heart. It's really hard for them. The other thing was their medicine. Basically, I've been overseeing that, and they have little blister packs where each dose is individually measured out, and they pretty much took it, but they missed a lot of nighttime doses. So now I physically make sure they take their morning and nighttime meds. No, I'm not there all the time, but what we finally decided, rather than paying me by the hour, that we came up with a weekly wage that I felt was fair. I work in the afternoon. It just depends on what I've got to do. Like, I worked 9 hours the day we went to the doctor's last week. Most days I'll work 5 to 6 hours, then I'll come back at supper time and make sure they've got something for supper that I've already prepared and give their meds. I did the same thing this weekend. I'm sharing the weekend duties with their granddaughter. Saturday I went in, made sure they had their meds. I had a casserole already in the freezer. I put it in the oven. The granddaughter and her family came in. They finished everything up, and then they did Saturday night. Yesterday morning I went after the first church service, gave them their meds, told them I'd be back with lunch because there really wasn't anything else because everybody that was there ate everything I had prepared, which that's okay too. So I went to Kentucky Fried Chicken, brought their lunch in yesterday, and then the granddaughter took care of last night. So, and if I need to be gone, it's not a problem. If I need to take off for a weekend or whatever. But instead of getting paid by the hour, I'm coming out much better. I know exactly how much I'll make every week. And some weeks they'll get more time, some weeks I'll get more time, but it's all going to equal out, and they're very appreciative, and they could not do, because both of the daughters live out of town. They both have 2 children, but everybody lives out of town and works. So, and the doctor said, we already had the best. She said, you couldn't move them into assisted living that would be any better than the situation you've got now. Carla's in place. They like her. Actually, they love her. And everything seems to be going fine with that, she said. And it should be okay unless, one of those major things happens. Somebody gets sick or something else again. So that's where we are with work. And I'm almost home, and this thing is 14 minutes. I hope it will load. Okay, I don't know if I said everything I need to say, but I'm pulling into my driveway and I'm going to go eat my breakfast, and the girls are going to be happy, and I'm going to shower and go to work. I hope you all have a super Monday and go out and rock your journey. Oh yeah, the eye looks better, but it's still, noticeable. It's better. All right. And I did not do an update on the funeral, I got there, everything was great. I'm really glad that I went to my father-in-law's funeral. It was really therapeutic for me. It provided some closure that I needed, and it was really great. I got to see Mama Krim. She's 98. She recognized me even though I looked different, and it was a good time. So that's all I'll say about that. But now I'm at 15 minutes. I really didn't mean for this video to be this long. Okay, have a great day. Bye.